You found the Sharks Broadcast podcast. Subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a 5-star rating. Oh, why I'm into lyrics today. I'm just listening to every word. It's 6:25. It's Friday. Yay. It's the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. What were you saying about Rochester? Like we're getting some influx of cash?
I'm telling you, millions and millions of dollars flying around all over the place. And this is from the Rochester rumor mill, Lilac City. I'm tapped into it. I was, Gonic, and I'm 03867 for life. And sure enough, so the Cabot Street Portsmouth Market $1 million winner, from Powerball, the guy's from Rochester, and I'll keep it anonymous because I'm not sure, it's unconfirmed rumor mill stuff.
Oh,
but this is a pretty
do you
cool,
know this guy?
Pretty cool story. I know the name was familiar. I probably couldn't. Pick him out of a crowd, but I heard him. Oh, cool.
He's probably listening right now going, Train, I've met you like 17 times.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that's right. Yeah, your name's, Bruce or whatever. So he, I guess he had like kind of a handshake deal with a woman in Epping. She's like, you know what? You ever win, I'll give you half. Of course, they're talking about like the big time dough, 300 million type stuff.
Yeah.
But you ever win, we'll split it, Oh, yeah, you ever win? Yeah, sure, we'll split it. That'll be our deal.
Oh.
Well, sure enough, even if it wins $1 million, they're going to do splitsies for the woman in Epping. And I guess it's a very simple procedure. I think, you just sign some paperwork or something with the New Hampshire Lottery and they go, that's easy to do.
Oh, wow.
And the IRS, I'm sure, just goes, no, that's fine. It all ends up the same for us.
We will equally take your tax money.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure that's what they say. I did that once with a complete and total stranger, like making an agreement to split it.
Oh, cool.
It was one of those enormous Powerballs or whatever, where it was up to almost $1 billion or something.
Yeah.
So there was a guy and I waiting at the Irving, I think, and it might have been in Epping. I don't know. Maybe it was in Lee. Anyway, so we were like, hey, you know what? If I win, I'm going to split it with you. And he was a real cheerful guy, So we exchanged phone numbers and, we didn't win. We didn't end up winning. But, it was kind of fun. We were all excited that we were definitely going to win. Yeah.
That's cool. No, I mean, it's always nice to have like a team effort there, especially when it's coming to serious dough. I was reading Seacoast Current, too, the $1 million Massachusetts Vax Millions giveaway. The first one, they're giving away 5 $1 million prizes. The first one they gave away to a guy in Weymouth named Daryl. All
right, so pretty cool. We got Billy Idol coming up next on the Shark. 6:38, it's the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. I don't know why on Fridays we put something up on Facebook. We were discussing the Prince lyrics, and now I'm like, the Commodores, she's a brick house. What exactly does that? Why is it on Fridays? I listen to like every single lyric.
Yeah, and not only what it means, maybe what it suggests.
Right.
Is there a double meaning?
It's a double rainbow.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Oh, it's unrealistic. That's what that particular song means. But
I always wondered how tall was this? Because she's built like an Amazon. I always thought the Amazons were in excess of 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
but
34, 22, 36 or something.
Yeah, that's Wonder Woman, Diana Prince. She was an Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, which,
So is that what they were describing?
I think so. Yeah, 'cause Linda Carter. Maybe it's about Linda Carter. I'll have to ask them if I ever interview the Commodores.
Next time Lionel calls me in the middle of the night.
Hey, oh, yes.
Saying, Sarah, would you play my old Commodores records? Because I really like them. He doesn't do that.
No.
I don't know Lionel Richie. Anyway, we were just talking about the masks potentially coming back.
Yes, I have my mask. I've returned my mask to my passenger seat in my car just because, you never know when a business will, require it. And now it looks like more and more Disney World, Disneyland. They're, the strong said you got to get in. For you to get in, you got to have your mask on again. Man, I know that's the way it is in Vegas, too. They just popped it up in Vegas again for the casinos. The thing where you put the mask on and then you sit down and then you take the mask off, that's kind of an odd
It doesn't make any sense to me. None of this makes any sense to me.
Yep.
None of it makes any sense to me. I mean, it's just, I'll wear the mask. I mean, if the numbers are going up.
Yep.
I will wear the mask.
That's the troubling thing is that I thought we were not really out of the woods, but remember last summer, the cases got down really, really, really low. And what the bummer is, the cases now are a little bit higher than they were last summer. And that's after, 60% vaccinated.
Right.
So, man, these woods, we're not out of the woods yet. We're out of the woods. I think we're going to be living in the woods for the next 100 years. The woods, I hope the woods go away. But
Maybe so. I don't know. Anyway, we've got the, let us know how you feel about the masks. If you want to chime in right there on the app. That's pretty active. Usually on a Friday, we get some people chiming in. So are you going to wear one?
There may be an opinion or two out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I let her rip, if you want to. If not, then, don't. I don't care. Anyway, we got the Eurythmics coming up on the Shark.
Reds.
It's the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. Time now for the Brain Strain.
Woohoo! One Night of Queen, Gary Mullen and the Works. A sold-out show at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom Wednesday, August 11th. Get on that Shark guest list. You can't buy this ticket.
You can't.
You can't buy this pair of tickets.
No.
You'll win the pair of tickets if you solve the brain strain. New Englanders.
And can I just say, Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom is such an amazing, the whole place is magical. It's where I grew up. I used to spend summers there, cruising the boulevard, looking for boys.
Yep.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still awesome.
And the history of that place is unbelievable. Like the greatest bands you've ever heard of, they all got their first gigs were like right there. Zeppelin, The Doors, Janis Joplin, right there.
Yeah.
On Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Anyway, go ahead.
So here we go. 15% of New Englanders cannot do this. The number is higher in New England than in other parts of the country, so that's a bit of a clue. But 15% of New Englanders cannot do this. Kind of afraid to do it, and they've never done this. So what is this skill?
It's a skill? What does it have to do with?
Well, I think it's kind of a summertime thing.
It's a summertime thing?
Yeah.
They're afraid to do this summertime activity.
Yeah, 15% of New Englanders can't do it, and the number is higher. We're pretty tough. We're pretty good at all this stuff, but when it comes to this, we have a higher number of people that cannot do it.
I have no idea. 877-45-SHARK. Give us a call, and if you get the answer that we're looking for, you win the tickets. Good luck. Hey, there's a hole in my heart. Oh, it's 7:25. But you know what? Nothing bothers you because it's Friday.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, we are playing the Brain Strain. Your question today, Train?
Yeah, this is kind of a strange one. New Englanders, and we're usually better at everything than everybody else, at least in my humble opinion. This one, not so much. 15% of New Englanders, they can't do this. And
what is it?
Kind of, it's a summertime thing. So.
Okay, 877-45-SHARK. Good morning. What's your guess?
Play golf. I've been playing golf since I was 5 years old.
No, it's not playing golf.
Nope, try again. Good morning, the Shark. What's your guess?
Swim.
Swimming.
Absolutely.
That is correct. What's your name?
My name is Pat.
Hello, Pat. Where are you going today?
Hi, Sarah.
I feel like you're in the car.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I am on my way to a client's house. I'm a home health aide.
Oh, nice. I love that. You people are invaluable.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's just the greatest thing. My mom didn't want anything to do with anyone coming in, but I'm telling you, once we finally convinced her, she fell in love with the woman. It fell in love with her, I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Pat, you hang on just for 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
All right, there you go. Congratulations.
Yeah. Swimming. I mean, it kind of makes sense because what do we have? 7 weeks out of the year where you can actually jump into a lake or jump into a pool? I mean, the beach, the ocean gets warm, like after Labor Day for about 5 minutes?
Yes, that's exactly right.
And then who wants to go swimming on October 2nd?
Well, this year, I bet the temperatures are going to remain rather cold because we had such a rainy July.
Oh, yeah.
And the temperatures have been relatively, pleasant.
Yeah. No, I don't know. But I would think, with as far as swimming, it's got to be it. I'm going to make excuses for us New Englanders not being able to swim more than people outside of, the regular continental U.S.
Yeah.
I'm making excuses.
I guess so. I mean, man, I was born a water sign, and I am a water baby. You cannot get me out of the water.
Yeah, I've never,
I love it.
never. I guess I'm just because I'm so buoyant. I just get in there and it's like I'm almost like from my knees up, I'm like floating like a bobber. So it's not that terrifying if you're like whatever my fat content is. It's the same as a life preserver.
Oh, trade. Congrats, Pat. Pat Benatar, the Bee Gees coming up. The lawn keeps growing. It keeps growing, Trade.
There's pancakes everywhere.
Oh, wow.
There's just soccer ball-sized mushrooms growing everywhere, and the rain just keeps on falling. Thankfully, I guess, maybe you want to break the record of like October for the year 2015, but I don't want to. That's enough. We're floating away. July, by the way, we're just blowing past it by inches. Back in 1915, the old record was 10.29. We're looking at over 11 right now with the drenching rains of yesterday. So this is, for weather nerds like myself, this is kind of exciting stuff.
It is kind of exciting. I know it's not great for outdoor activities or like if you've got a vessel on the water. Yeah, that's not great. However, rain is a good thing.
Yeah, we'd rather have that than the drought. Which we are out of the drought, at least in southern New Hampshire, by far. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see. I'm a little more excited about a gorgeous weekend, which is what's predicted for today and tomorrow, anyways. Of course, we're due to have a beautiful night aboard the MV Thomas Layton on Tuesday. We've got the Rockin' on the River cruise coming up with the band Wellfleet. Of course, the MV Thomas Layton setting sail 7:30 on Tuesday. Why don't you give us a call? We'll get you on the passenger manifest.
We will. 877-45-SHARK. The closer we get to the date of the cruise, the more people come out of the woodwork.
Yes.
Hey, can I go on the cruise? Hey, can I go on the cruise? Hey, can I go on the cruise? Yes is the answer. Yeah. It is Friday. Of course you can. 877-457-4275. We've got Duran coming up next on the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train.
Yeah, of course, the big news happening Tuesday night to this week because ZZ Top bassist and vocalist, he's the voice of Tush, was Dusty Hill.
Aww.
And passing away in his sleep. I guess he had a leg problem recently, and that was the last that we had heard about his medical issues, and he ended up passing away in his sleep at his home in Houston. Of course, the boys from ZZ Top, Frank and Billy said, we're going to miss your steadfast presence, your good nature, and of course, we will forever be connected to that blues shuffle in C.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's what makes ZZ Top,
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was reading a little bit about, of course, you find out all about the band after someone has died. And they took a little break back in the day, and they only did it for like 2 weeks, or they said they would only do it for 2 weeks. But it ended up being much longer than that. And during that time, that's when they grew their beards.
Oh, okay.
Is during the break in the band. Then they got back together again. They're like, yeah, we're not breaking up anymore.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Dusty said that his dying wish was for the band to keep going.
Oh, nice.
How are you going to have a ZZ Top without them, though?
I know sound, their sound, there's no way that their sound will ever be replicated, I think. There's nobody that played bass like him with that presence. It's unbelievable because, as I said, he had a football injury where his fingers just became gigantic, and you can hear that like nobody plays the bass like him.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. They had I guess they have a guitar tech who played because he had that leg problem. So Elwood Francis was his name, and he filled in for a few shows.
Oh, okay, so maybe Elwood is going to take over for. Yeah. I mean, he's always going to be remembered. If you're that iconic for a band, there's no way that you can't. It's kind of like when Queen goes out to tour, they always have a big focus on Freddie, of course, and Jeopardy after every episode, they give thanks to Alex. Yeah. So that's kind of like ZZ Top. You can't have a ZZ Top from now until forever without him.
That was another part of the quote. You will forever be the bottom to the top because he was the bottom to the top.
Yeah. Oh, sad. The Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. It is Friday. Ooh. Oh, I'm feeling it today. You feeling it, Train?
Yeah, I'm feeling the Friday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm feeling the caffeine. I'm feeling the sunshine that we're going to experience this weekend. Yeah.
All right. This hot off the press. I have to tell everyone I know, and you do too, because this is just infuriating. It's a scam that is here in New Hampshire, and I got a phone call yesterday. I can't say from who, but I got a phone call telling me about this scam. There is a man that lives here in New Hampshire, and he got a call from the Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, you know who they are, of course.
Yeah, okay.
They're the ones who hand out millions of dollars.
They're there with the yellow balloons handing out the cash. Yep.
They are. Well, this person who called this man, we'll call him, we got to give him a name. So what do you want to call him?
Mr. X.
Mr. X?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, called our friend, I don't know, we'll say Bob.
Okay.
So anyway, Bob is a nice guy. He likes to talk to people, so he picked up the phone. Mr. X said, "Hey, I'm Johnny Carson's son. I'm calling from the Publishers Clearinghouse, and you've just won $80,000 and a brand new Ford truck." Well, normally Bob wouldn't take this at all. However, he had just buried his father 2 days beforehand. His father was in his 90s. He lost his wife a few years ago, and he thought, you know what? $80,000 is a lot of money. I could use that to bury my dad and get rid of some of this debt and all that. So Mr. X said, okay, to prove that I am who I am, we're going to call your bank and see if the money has been put into your account yet.
Okay.
So while Mr. X and Bob was on the phone, Bob said, okay, here's the number from my bank. They put this third party in, and the third party said, yes, I see this 80,000 has hit your account, is pending in your account.
Okay, so the guy did it through like another conference call, like you hit a conference call button or something.
Correct.
Yep.
So many red flags.
Yep.
But, Bob had just lost his dad, and he was getting a little bit excited. He knows who Johnny Carson is, of course. He's heard of the Publishers Clearinghouse, and they surprise people, right? That's their deal. So anyway, he said, Mr. X said, all you have to do is pay the taxes on it. Send cash to this address and tear up the tracking number.
I didn't know that was okay. Wow. Tearing up the tracking number would probably prevent people from getting after it. Yeah. After
not
the fact.
only tear up the tracking number, but don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Poor Bob.
Oh.
Yeah. So Bob went to his real bank, got the money, and via overnight delivery through the U.S. Postal Service sent the cash to the address that he gave him. And this guy lives here in New Hampshire. This Bob lives right here in New Hampshire.
Yep. So yeah, and then the tracking number, he needs to destroy it.
Shredded, yeah. So Bob, thank goodness, told his son, and his son, after convincing his dad, this is a scam, went over, got the document, thank goodness, put it together, called the U.S. Postal Inspector, and through detectives and a bunch of really nice, very helpful people, Bob's son was able to get the money back, the $12,000 back to New Hampshire.
That's unbelievable.
It is.
Can you imagine sitting there with this sum of money at
the bank,
and you're there with this threaded material trying to piece together all those numbers again?
Yeah.
Oh, for that tracking number. Usually they're like a 16-digit code or something too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really it's so sad. When I was talking to Bob's son yesterday, I feel so in my heart. It makes me tear up.
Yeah.
That these criminals are taking advantage of people like that.
Evil.
The guy he lives alone. He lost his wife a few years ago. He just buried his father. And now these people are calling him, trying to scam him out of his money like that when he's in a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Tell everyone you know. Tell everyone that you know. And basically, so Bob's son, is also equally as frustrated, right? Because why can't these people be stopped? They had an address.
Yep.
But basically, Bob's son was told they've got bigger fish to fry.
Wow. Then people extracting thousands and thousands of dollars from innocent people, stealing.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Because the address was in Brooklyn, and it's the big bad city, so they've got bigger fish to fry.
Huh. It's incredible. It ultimately is a great story that he got the cash back. He was able to get it back.
Yeah, it really is. It's just the only thing that I can do in my power is to tell everybody, and you have the same opportunity. So get all the details right there on the Shark app or at shark1053.com. We're going to be talking to TC in a little bit after Whitney Houston and Tom Cochran on the Shark.
And now it's time for the game that's sweeping the nation. Who are you? Try to guess the famous celebrities in just 3 clues or less. Everybody put your hands together for your 2 hosts and your 2 players, Sarah and A-Train.
Jeopardy July. I got hosts of the other game show. Of course, famous game shows. Who Are You? Another one is Jeopardy.
Yep.
Famous hosts of Jeopardy. And this is not me, Sarah. That's your first clue. It is not me, but this guy's is 47 years of age, just like myself.
All right.
I'm trying to think. Nobody's ever beaten him other than a computer at the very game that he now hosts from time to time.
Oh,
Watson.
Boy.
Watson, the supercomputer, is the only person who's ever consistently beat him at a match of Jeopardy.
Oh, and he's 47. Is he an actor, singer, songwriter, just game show host?
Yeah, now he is. He is just a genius, and he is Jeopardy's greatest of all time.
Oh, Ken Jennings?
It is Ken Jennings of Washington State.
Okay.
Yeah, beating James Holzhauer, the greatest of all time tournament. Just wiped him out like 4 matches.
Okay. Yeah. I wish they would just give him the job permanently.
Yeah, he was the first one to take it over from Alex. He's terrific, and he is the GOAT.
Nothing against anybody else, who's done it. I just think that, he's the best one. Mm-hmm. All right, it's this guy's birthday today. He started out his career as a muscle-bound model, or heavyweight competitor, I should say. Then he turned actor. Then he turned politician. And now he's back to being an actor.
Got to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
It is his birthday today. Still making Terminator movies. And Terminator Dark Fate was the 6th movie in the series.
I was going to say, is that T6? Yeah, 6-1.
Yeah,
wow.
He turned 74 years old today. Happy birthday to Arnold. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, too. We got Billy Joel coming up next on The Shark. It's a Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. Welcome to the show. We've got Tom Caron on the way. We'll be back with him. He's on hold and we'll come right back. It's a Shark Morning Show.
Classic hits for the Seacoast.